welcome to this game everybody. As well, they just loaded in. Oh man, that just screwed up my intro, but I don't care anyway because I am Coucher from Heflatv and I do have the pleasure to bring to you this Gigabyte challenge, the second semi-final between Team Liquid and North American Rejects. Well, Team Liquid, they have a chance to exact a small tiny revenge. Of course, it's not on the scale as the TI4 qualifiers by any means, but still, there's some money on the line, and Team Liquid, if for nothing else, they want to win to just make themselves feel a little bit better. But looking at the draft, IO was the first ban by Team Liquid, so no relocate shenanigans to come out by the North American Rejects, or for that matter, Team Liquid themselves. But North American Rejects, they do ban out the Darks here, so just taking out the strong team fight. And well, Team Liquid actually is a team that has constantly just ran the Darks here anyway. They allowed that hero, and well, the hero is just ridiculously strong, to be honest. The Surge, it's so nice in the laning phase as well as in the later game. And of course, Ion Shell is really annoying, but Team Liquid, oh, they get their hands on their Batrider. North American Rejects though, they counter with the Lycan, and surprisingly enough, it will be a Radiant Lycan. Usually, Radiant side actually ignores it to some extent, or at least maybe doesn't even get the chance to pick it up because the Dire will do so before. But they also get the Shadow Demon for themselves, which is a really strong hero against the Batrider. Batrider comes in, you either disrupt the Batrider, disrupt the target the Batrider is going on, or just demonic purge the Batrider up so that he actually can't drag the target out of position. Which of course means that, well, if he has the Force Staff, he can still drag him out a little bit farther, but without the Force Staff, before he gets that, the demonic purge is a really good tool in stopping the Batrider initiation. As for Team Liquid now, the second pick about to come out, what could actually go for the Treant is banned? Well, I guess a Shadow Demon, a Shadow Shaman rather, is still a possibility. It's pretty decent against the Lycan, but if they want to go straight up for a mid laner and reveal a little bit too many of their cards, they can go for the Puck now straight away as well. It's pretty nice against the Lycan, getting the silence before he shapeshifts maybe, or if he shapeshifts, you can still lock him down potentially with the Dream Coil. But then again, I actually wouldn't mind seeing a Bane coming out just for the extra long lockdown with the Nightmare, with the Fiend's Grip. I mean, Nightmare, it may not be that effective if the Lycan is spot on with his micro. Just use one Wolf to right click you when the Nightmare is on you and transfer the Nightmare to the Lycan Wolf instead. But Team Liquid, they go for the Enchanters now. Well, looks like they want to go for some early migration of their own. And actually, with the Enchanters, they still might be going for an aggressive tri-lane, just in hopes of shutting down the Lycan, or if maybe not shutting down, then at least slowing the rate he acquires farm with. If you delay his Vladimir's, it's going to delay his farm overall, because once he gets the Vlads, his farm is just going to accelerate because his Wolves can tank up more. Of course, it has to do with the level of the Wolves, but still, nevertheless, Team Liquid, I think it's definitely a possibility for them. And North American Rejects, they do actually ban out the Bane at the moment. So are they going for maybe, I'm not even too sure, I guess a Storm Spirit is always a possibility. Or if they want to go for more push, Nature's Prophet, Death Prophet. As Team Liquid, actually they do ban out the Puck themselves, so definitely didn't want to go for it, apparently. The Dazzle is also banned out, and well, the Dazzle, it would be so sick in combination with both the Shadow Demon and the Lycan. It helps out in pushes with the Shadow Wave, keeping the Creep Wave alive. It's really good after the disruption for extra burst damage because it bounces off the illusion created by the disruption. As well as Lycan, if he surrounds the enemy with the Wolves, which he can easily do once the Wolves have invisibility from level 3 onwards, then you can also get the Shadow Wave to bounce off the Wolves for extra damage. So that's definitely a strong combination, as well as the Dazzle just keeping heroes alive. Also against the Batrider, Shallow Grave, really nice to save the target. But oh, North American Rejects? Are you kidding me? They ban out an Ursa! Oh man, that's a beautiful ban to see. I have no idea if Team Liquid would have run it. I guess North American Rejects and Team Liquid, them both being from America of course, it's better for them to scrim against each other. First of all, their time zones fit more or less, Eastern, Western, well, a little bit mixed there, but still, and of course, less ping issues for them as well. So I guess they might know something that I don't, and actually I would really want to see some Ursas going out, because the change of the Fury swipes not being an attack modifier anymore, that's actually huge as a change. Well, I guess we will see soon enough how they want to mix it up even more as the third pick about to come out. What do they go for? I guess they can go for more push. The Shadow Shaman wouldn't be a bad option. Patrol comes in, you can maybe get the Hex. At least it should be easy if you have the Blink. But then again, can you get the Blink fast enough on the Shadow Shaman for it to actually have an impact on the game? I guess a Sand King is still in the pool as well. If North American Rejects go for the defensive tri-lane, which I think they are, the Sand King can just hope to go stack the jungle and farm it up. But if North American Rejects thinks what I'm thinking, that Team Liquid might go for an aggressive tri-lane, that means, of course, that the Sand King wouldn't have free reign over his own jungle, and well, that's, I guess, why they go for the Doombringer. I'm not sure what they're expecting Team Liquid to go for, but a Doom, he's strong anyway. I mean, just in the late game, or even, well, early to late game, once Doom has his ultimate ready, you can just completely shut down one hero. It's like that hero never existed if he's doomed up. Yeah, sure, you can go for some right clicks, but what's that really gonna do? If you can't use the spells and even the right clicks, usually you rely on like attack modifiers or something. Well, Doombringer, it's a strong hero, but Team Liquid now, do they draft around the Doombringer now? The best way actually to counter the Doombringer more or less is just to go for so many targets. So many heroes that are so weak against Doom, or maybe not even so weak, but so many heroes that you would want to Doom up. Actually, one of them might be an Invoker. They actually haven't banned it out, nor has it been picked yet, of course, obviously. So Team Liquid, it's a possibility for them. Send it mid lane, let Koikwa maybe play it. Or then again, yesterday they played a Shadow Fiend, but with a jungler on their own, unless they go aggressive tri-lane, of course. The jungle wouldn't be stacked for Koikwa to just flash farm it up later on. So they are into their bonus time. 15 seconds left only. I mean, it's hard for them as well. I mean, I as a caster maybe... Well, I shouldn't know more. I'm not a pro player or anything. They're the ones drafting all day long. All the time. I don't have the brain. My brain doesn't operate in that way. But oh, they go for a lone druid. And I guess as far as countering the Doom goes, it's pretty damn decent. Of course, it gives them a lot of push on their own. If the bear gets the Radiance, even a split push, it's pretty annoying. And if the Lone Druid gets doomed, what does he care about it? His Spirit Bear will still just go berserk and kill everybody, or at least try to do so. So a Lone Druid, I actually kind of like that pickup, especially if it's with the Enchantress. So the towers early, and once the Lone Druid hits level 5, they can start going for it. And it's decent enough in man fighting the Lycan, I guess. The Entangling Claws to keep the Lycan in place. Although I think the Spirit Bear doesn't stand a chance against the Lycan, especially if he has like Necro Book, Medallion of Courage already. The minus armor on the Spirit Bear is really good. And of course Lycan's physical damage is pretty strong, especially if he has the Howl at his disposal as well. So North American Rejects, 4th pick now. Both teams actually, they have to think long and hard. And of course, in such a matchup, both teams kind of evenly skilled. They can't give any ground in the draft. So if one team like this decisively wins the draft, so-called, it's just going to be so much harder for the other team. And oh, the Keeper of the Light for North American Rejects. I guess they want to stop the push somewhat. Lone Druid, the Spirit Bear is pretty nice up against the Illuminate as well, because he has a lot of HP. But a few Illuminates are still enough to bring down the Spirit Bear pretty low as well, especially if he has to tank up the tower since all the creeps tied to the Illuminate. So, not a bad pick by any means, the Keeper of Light at the moment. And of course, he will be able to supplement mana to the Doom as well, which is something that Doom is in lack of most of the time. But Team Liquid, they do go for the Shadow Shaman. Oh... So they get some more push, and that's actually one extra thing that the Keeper of Light doesn't care about, or no, that the push doesn't care about the Keeper of Light. That is the Mass Serpent wards. You have to right click them down physically, and so far, I mean, Shadow Demon, he probably doesn't want to go up close to the Mass Serpent wards because they hurt Doom Lycan. They would have to go up close unless Lycan uses the wolves. So I think it's a really nice choice. It gives them more split pushing as well. Lone Druid on one lane, Shadow Shaman just sitting down the Mass Serpent wards on another. And North American Rejects, they do ban out the Pugna as the last one. As Team Liquid taking out the Brewmaster, they don't want to give the team fight for North American Rejects. And of course, the Drunken Haze is actually really nice against the Spirit Bear, just 75% miss chance for 8 seconds. And you can do it on cooldown because the duration is also 8 seconds. So, really nice. Just preventing the Lone Druid for having to rush that Monkey King bar really early on. Although North American Rejects, are they considering maybe a Tinker at the moment? It would stop the push, but no, it's a Centaur Warrunner. That's gonna be their off lane. And well, I guess it might be a Doom or a Lycan mid lane. I guess we shall see, but late game wise, I mean, yeah, sure, Doom is really good late game. But Batrider, the initiation, especially if he manages to catch the Doombringer and they kill him off before he gets his ultimate. Oh man, this is just gonna be the battle of initiation. Who gets it? Either the Centaur or the Batrider. And well, late game wise, Lone Druid against Lycan, it's actually hard to tell. Because if you kill the Spirit Bear, that's gonna be about it. But Team Liquid, they go for the Alchemist. That's gonna be their safe lane farmer, and you don't see the hero all that often. And the Alchemist actually is pretty decent against the Doombringer, because if the Doom comes out after you use the Chemical Rage, you don't care that much. You already have the regeneration out. The enemy needs a lot of burst damage to actually kill you off. Whereas if he gets Doomed before he gets the ultimate off on the Alchemist is more or less useless. So, oh man, this is gonna be an exciting game. I mean, both drafts, I can't really say that one team has it so much better even when it comes to late game. Well, Team Liquid, they should have the advantage because Enchanters can transition a little bit better into late game. But then again, if Keeper of Light gets the Aghanim Scepter, just the spam of the Illuminate, it heals as well. And of course, you can constantly, every 15 seconds, you can recall somebody to yourself. So that means a split push galore, especially if you have a Lycan on your team. So man, oh god. I think this early to mid game, whoever wins the lanes just might get the momentum that's enough to carry away with the game, because the Lone Druid actually doesn't do that much early on. Usually wants to go for the Radiance as well. So there's definitely a time window for North American Rejects to hit. But as they do pose out as well, going over the lineups and, well, starting with Team Liquid, as nobody is tagged up for some weird reason. But for Team Liquid, nevertheless, Demon is up on the Batrider with TC playing the Shadow Shaman. Way too sexy, should be on the Enchantress, leaving Koikwa to play in the Lone Druid. And oh god, I'm blanking at the moment. What? Balba playing on the Alchemist then? I guess it is. I guess it must be Balba. Oh man, why can't they just have normal names? As for North American Rejects, Fogged, he will be playing on the Shadow Demon, leaving Sneaking, playing the Lycan with 1-4-3-7, up on the Keeper of Light. Safe lane will be played by Korok on the Doombringer. And the last guy, oh my god. It's so hard to remember the fifth guy always. You know 4 names, but the fifth guy just completely blanks for you. Oh man. I'm checking it up. I'm not gonna owe you an answer. It's gonna have to be Brax on the Centaur Warrunner. And actually they're having a Centaur tri-lane. By the looks of it, they will find the Spirit Bear. Will they actually go for it? The Hoofstorm maybe to come out by Brax? No, he isn't using it. Well, looks like the Spirit Bear just on his scouting mission, maybe to scout out how the lanes will be by Team the North American Rejects. And actually, if you know how the lanes are going to be by the enemy, you can act accordingly as well. Because so far, and actually, is two, I guess it's Koikwa then, with Balba playing on, yeah, no, way to check 6 is the Enchantress for sure. So I don't even understand. I don't know if Balba is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 2 was Koikwa. I don't remember which number was what yesterday. Man, I'm sorry about this, but I really can't say from the numbers who is who. But mid lane, I guess it's Koikwa then, and off lane will be Balba. On the Lone Druid, 1, 2, 3, 4 is Balba, 2 is Koikwa. Got it. Hopefully I'll remember it as well. Or hopefully I'm correct with it. And guys, making it so hard for us. Oh, earlier rush coming out by the Alchemist, just unstable concoction. I mean, I guess just because he can. He has his bottle already coming up, so he might as well use his mana. But he's completely zeroed out. Use the acid spray and Lycan. He's taking actually a lot of harassment, minus armor, some periodic damage as well on top of it. So the Alchemist, I guess he should be fine enough in the mid lane as long as he has the acid spray at his disposal. But oh, Korok wants to go somewhat aggressive. The Illuminate comes out as well from the side by 1, 4, 3, 7. As top lane, it is a dual lane, Fogged as well as Brax, the Centaur with the Shadow Demon, up against another dual lane with TC as well as Demon. And looks like for the second day in a row at least, Liquid, they've switched up their roles a little bit unless they've changed their names and they're trolling us. As TC, he has gone to the support role instead of the carry one, and Demon gone to more of the playmaking role again. But oh, mid lane, Enchantress is coming in, they land the stun, the unstable concoction, the troll trap as well. Do they have enough? They don't have the icy spray, but they don't even need it. The howl came out from Lycan as he latched this ditch effort to maybe help out the other lanes, but that's Alchemist getting the first blood mid lane. And usually mid lane Alchemists don't go for the Grievous Screed or anything, but he still might go for maybe a Mind Dash. Usually you see the early mech coming out by mid lane Alchemists, and it should be a really early one, the way this is going. And Korok, he's taking a lot of harassment. The Orb of Venom is on the Spirit Pair as well, and well, the Lone Druid just crushes melee matchups. Oh, they go for the disruption top lane. Can they get the hoof stomp? It's not there. The timing was a little bit off, and now Demon, does he want to turn it around? One stack of Sticky Napalm. He's going for the second one as well. He doesn't really want to tie the tower. The double edge is still a lot of potential damage output, especially if the Soul Catcher was on him. But that's 3 stacks of Sticky Napalm. Make it 4 now. But since he's not standing in the Firefly, he's going to be fine. And Demon, well, he has Tangos, he has the Healing Salve. And, well, just looking at last hits, not Demon, my god, what I'm saying. Balba, on the Lone Druid, he's sitting on 10 and 7 compared to 5 and 1 on Korok. So he's doing really well, and way too sexy on the Enchantress. He sees, or he gets scouted out rather, by the Wolves of the Lycan. So Lycan, he should be aware that another rotation might be coming his way, and Alchemist actually has to back off from the physical damage since he is polcrowing at the moment. But way too sexy, level 3, not doing that bad. Of course, the kill or having the assist to the kill definitely helped. Now he got the Dark Road Summoner. Can they actually rotate around again? Oh, snaking. He should send his wolves to scout down, and he does that at the exact right time. Even the courier flew over at the same time. But even though way too sexy doesn't accomplish the kill with it, he's still making Lycan maybe back off a tiny bit there, making some space for Koikwa to farm up on the Alchemist. As top lane, Demon doesn't have that much farm, 10 and 0 compared to 13 and 6 on Brax. But then again, he is up against the dual lane as TC. He's just mostly trying to get some XP that way. But oh, 1 stack of Sticky Napalm can actually chase him down. It's still really scary to go up against the Shadow Demon combination. If the Hoof Stomp double edge connects with the... Actually, they might be going for TC as well. There's a level 2 Weather Shock. That's a lot of burst damage in itself already. There's the disruption though. Oh, can they turn it out? Hoof Stomp this time around. Oh, the Shackles by TC stopping it. There's the Hoof Stomp though. Double edge as well. They will get the kill on TC, but 5 stacks of Sticky Napalm. He's gonna go down in turn. Doesn't get the deny. But Demon, can he go for more? He's so low. Oh, a few more right clicks. Fogged! He man-moded it up and he survived. He managed to kill off Demon without dying himself. And Demon, I guess he didn't expect that outcome. And bottom lane, oh, Korok wanted to go on Balba, but Balba does survive enough. Well, his Spirit Pair actually, oh, he gets the Entangling Claws. Way too sexy comes in from the side and they get the counter kill. I mean, Korok, he dropped low as well. Way too sexy. Had he been a little bit faster with the rotation, might have gotten the kill on the Doom as well. But oh, Shadow Demon, he goes down top lane. Now TC in a lot of trouble and the last right click. I mean, I'm not too sure if that was worth it. I guess it was, since he got the levels for the Shadow Demon stuff. Shadow Demon was a level 5 TC. Almost level 5 thanks to that kill. So, not too bad a support for support. Rather even matchup there, as far as trades go. And well, bottom lane Balba, he's healing up, but another Illuminate, he's so low. Does Korok actually has the Thunderclap, so has to get close. If he would be able to maybe eat a Dark Troll Summoner or something, it would be really good. But oh, Lycan, he has the Shapeshift. He might get the kill on Enchantress. He has 1 level in Untouchable, has level 2 in Nature, then he should be fine. But excellent body blocking coming out by the Wolves. He's almost down to half HP, but no Shapeshift will be popped in the attempt to kill him. Oh man, I really thought it's just gonna go balls deep, but Untouchable first of all definitely does help in tanking things up. But Alchemist mid lane, is he gonna be in trouble? Fogged. There's an Observer as well, just to see more rotations coming out from the high ground of the Liquid side. Looking just farm. Oh, they go for the disruption. Can they get the Soul Catcher on the right target? Not there. He tried to go for the surround, but can make a rage. It's gonna be enough. Actually, will he turn it out? Path Rider coming in as well. Unstable Concoction will connect. But Demon, he doesn't have the Blink Dagger yet, and nice Shapeshift just to get out of range. Otherwise, he would have been a gunner for sure. And Demon, I guess just nice rotations. And he will find himself a Haste Rune. He has the bottle as well. And with the Haste Rune, either 1437 or maybe Korok, who's in the jungle. They have to be careful. Because with a haste, the Battle Rider can just drag you so far out of position, it's not even funny. But Liquid, they went for some rotations. Balba now on the top lane said he actually didn't get that many last hits on the bottom lane, and the top of the leaderboard actually being Snaking with 36 and 9 on the Lycan. And I guess he's on a fast track to getting the... what I would guess is gonna be a Vladimir's offering, but he can go for a Midas. Some Lycans do tend to go for the Midas. Although I think it just sets back his mid-game potential with the fast Necrobook. But looking at the other lanes, Brax is pretty low on HP, although halfway through his Blink Dagger. But mid lane, there's the haste on Unstable Concoction being channeled, but they use the Stampede to get him away. Now Alchemist is gonna stun himself. He has the Chemical Razor, but still he's under the tower taking a lot of damage. Illuminate as well. Can they actually get the kill? The last tower hit, oh my god. Beautiful Illuminate, beautiful rotations, and well, Brax, he will go down because of it. Barely caught the tail of end of that. They did use the shackles, Spirit Bear wailing away at him. Maybe an Entangling Claws was involved as well. So a 1-for-1 Alchemist for Brax. But to be honest, I mean, yeah, sure it sets back the mech, but I think setting back the Blink Dagger on the center might be a little bit more important, but still 1-for-1. But they got the Stampede out of it, and now Demon. Oh, he might be in huge trouble. They go with the Demonic Purge, with the Doom as well. Oh, this battery is gonna go down for sure. Nothing he can do. Yeah, so much damage. There was even an Illuminate to help out. And 1-4-3-7, he's level 6 already. He's done a really nice job of actually rotating around, being where necessary, and had brilliant ultimates, to be honest. Or not ultimates, the Illuminates. But now, the tier 1 tower will go down on the top lane. Mass Serpent Ward's coming out for it as well, TC. He is level 6, soon to be level 7, but mid lane. Is the Alchemist in trouble once again? Brax is there. Stampede cooling down in 15 seconds time, and Chemical Rage, it's gonna end at the same time. Oh, Pegasus, Demon. Oh god! It's so hard to name the other names, even if you know them. I mean, like Demon, everybody knows him. Oh, is he going for the kill? 1-4-3-7 is well. What? He used recall on Korok? What? Was it a misclick? I'm not too sure what that was all about. But the whole sneaking is coming in as well. They want to get the tower. What? Does he have any aura? No, Korok still sitting with the Thunderclap. But the tower, will it get denied? Nope, like way too much damage coming out by him. Oh, Demon still wants to go for it. Korok might be an easy target. He has the Flame Break as well. Extension and cooldown. But he gets the so just as the PK down. Unstable Concoction to follow. Is it enough to Stampede? It ends. Oh, they need a little bit more. He has a lot of reach, and with the Scorched Earth, it's level 3. Nice defensive disruption. There's the Demonic Purge onto Alchemist. Can they actually get it? Oh, Demon! He gets it just before his death. So he gets the XP for it. But the other heroes were there to share the XP from the death of Demon. Oh man. Really nice disruption coming out to just buy some time. And the courier? What's he doing? Radiant courier? Go back. You're drunk. Wrong side of the map. He does survive though, so it's fine. Way too sexy. Makes a rotation mid lane. 1-4-3-7. Actually, he's higher level than the Enchantress. I mean, he's doing really, really well. It's not to be underestimated how good of a support actually the Keeper of Light can be if he gets the levels early on. And well, him being level 7, level 3 Illuminate. How does Liquid think they're actually gonna push as Balba? He went for a Hand of Midas. He already has Phase Boost, actually keeping them on himself just to probably move out of the Hoof Stomp when it's about to come out. And oh, speaking of Hoof Stomps, he gets recalled into the mid lane. He has the Blink Dagger ready on the center. Stampede, 15 seconds time. They have the Doom as well, off cooldown. Oh man. I think somebody from Liquid, he's gonna regret having been born at all. Way too sexy, don't go any farther. But they're just going for the push. They have to defend this somehow. They can't give away the gold. Oh, they use the Stampede, they want to go aggressive. Do they have the Demonic Purge? There's the Blink, Hoof Stomp, double edge as well. The attack speed, sure it's slow, but oh, Unstable Concoction, maximum duration, will it be enough? Mass Serpent Ward is there as well. Under the Acid Spray, Brax, he's taking a lot of damage, but in the end, they just kill off TC and trying to, oh, no Blink. There's no Blink on Demon yet. And some of the Mass Serpent Wards, they did get farmed up. But still, 2 for 0 plus a tower on top. Oh, North American Rejects. They're striking hard. They've hit their stride. They have their items ready. And actually, Snaking, he did go for a Hand of Midas. But even with that little detour in items, He's still pretty damn close to finishing up these Vladimirs already. He's sitting on 6.1k net worth. And he's 1.5k ahead of the next highest, being Balba on the Lone Druid. Oh man, that farm, it's really scary as... Actually, Koikwa, he's forced into a Vitality booster just to tank up a little bit, so no early mech coming out for him, and well, nobody else is going for it either. Demon still doesn't have his Blink Dagger. Well, he's really close to it, 80 gold away, but still 12 minutes in it. Not that fast, and oh, there's a smoke as well by North American rejects. And it's just how often that North American rejects can fight, that's in their favor, and they don't even need Lycan there, although Lycan is coming with them because they want to fight, but not only fight, they want objectives after that. So if they pick a fight at the tier 1 tower top, they can easily kill the tower, and if they win the fight decisively, they can maybe even go for tier 2. But yeah, it's just 50-second cooldown on the Demonic Purge. What's the cooldown of Hoofstomp? Like 12 seconds? Every 13 seconds they can just blink in. Oh, the blink Hoofstomp onto TC. The double edge, will it be enough? They use this stampede, but oh, Demon shows off his blink dagger. But Fogged, a nice disruption coming out again. But there's the unstable concoction, the kill of one. Can they chase for more though? They don't have that mage stance. TC goes down to, I don't even know what. I guess the Shadow Demon got the kill. And well, they get the root onto Korok, 3 stacks of sticky napalm, but Snaking with his shapeshift and wants to go berserk. Balba, he has to keep it, unstable concoction is being channeled. Can he actually catch up? Oh, he catches up as well. He gets the stun onto Snaking. Is it the best target though? Maybe should have targeted Fogged instead. He has the disruption once again, and to the kill of the Spirit Bird, the Illuminate does connect as well, just barely. So a 1-for-1 in the end. Brax for TC, I guess that was about it. Shadow Demon killed off TC. So 30 minutes in, kill score 10-7. I guess we should take a fast look at the graphs. Goldcraft 4k almost in the favor of North American rejects, whereas XP, kind of a wash. 250 XP in the favor of North American rejects. So nothing huge. But Liquid, they just don't have their teamfight items yet, except the Blink Dagger and Demon. Oh well, and there's a mech now on Korok as well. Oh, it's gonna make fighting so much harder for Liquid. They don't have the explosive burst damage at all. Unstable concoction maybe, other than that. Ether Shock, Mass Serpent Wards, they do damage over time somewhat, plus you can just back off from them, especially with the help of Stampede. And oh, Nar, they want to fight. Stampede is at already. Can he get the Blink Hoofstomp? There's the Hoofstomp connect. He doesn't have the Chemical Rage, at least not activated yet, and he's gonna go down before he gets it off. They used the Stampede as well, but well worth it. Even the Demonic Purge came out. But that means that Liquid, they should not be able to defend this tower unless... Oh, Demon, he wants to go in. Can he catch Sneaking? Sneaking, 5 seconds. Oh, he actually gets Brax, but immediate disruption coming up. Can they follow up? TC is there. Can they get the shock? Nice flame break is there. Shapeshift pop, and TC just doomed up. Can't do anything at all. No Mass Serpent Wards. He goes down, but buyback. There's... Oh, Brax comes in. A nice hooftop onto 2. Snaking is still alive. Finally goes down to Demon. It's a 1-for-1, a 2-for-1, as way too sexy follows as well with Fog. I don't think he can escape. He uses the Soul Catcher just to try to do something as... Oh, Balba takes a lot of counter damage in return. Korok trying to chase him down. Really pin-ups in the background. Brax, he's still somehow alive. 3 stacks of sticky napalm, gets the blink away. As Demon, he wastes his own blink, and now they're going for more Fog. He's still alive, as is Korok. No Chemical Rage anymore for Koikwa. He's going for the unstable concoction though. Really pin up. Can they get the right clicks? Can they get the entangling claws? TC is there. There's the Hex as well, but a nice hooftop. They kill off Koikwa. Oh my god, the Firefly by Demon. They finally kill off Brax. Can they get Korok as well? He has the Scorch Earth. He is speedy. He has the regeneration. And what a long and drawn out fight. As was Koikwa the only one to buy back? Wait, he didn't even buy back? What? He didn't die? Oh no, never mind, he did buy back. I'm blind. I'm blind. I can't see. If anybody knows, it's from Ron Burgundy, Anchorman 2. A bad impersonation of it, I guess, or however you want to call it. But Lone Druid, at least he did not die. He's working on his relic, 15 minutes in. He has 2.1k, 2.3k make it now with the usage of the Hand of Midas on himself. But Sneaking, he's still almost 2k above him. He's working on his Necro level 1, really close to it. Has the Staff of Wizardry as well as the Belt of Strength already. Looking at the other items though, well, Brax, he's actually been doing so much, and even though he died, he's been doing such a nice job initiating as well as counter initiating. Really nice hoofstomps into the double edge. So Tranquil Boots, Blink Dagger, Magic Wand. That's really all he needs. Stormbringer though, Korok, Mech, Face puts 1.6k on top of that, Shadow Demon. Just a Medallion of Courage, it definitely does help out. Like I'm not having to use the 800 something gold for it. Maybe a little bit more, I think it's 1000 something maybe even. But oh, Liquid, they're going for the Roche. It does get scouted out by the Illuminate. The Spirit Bear is low as well. He has to resummon if necessary. And well, Koipa trying to box everybody out. The Spirit Bear actually, I think he will fall down. Who will get the kill though? 300 gold, 2 fogged. Illuminate to fly as well. And just, oh my god. They have to back off. Balba is almost dead because of it. And in the meantime, Tier 2, they use the glyph. The TP is coming out as well, sneaking. Pops the shapeshift. He's gonna escape. And well, Koipa, he stuns himself. Oh man. This game, I really think North American Rejects, they're in control of the pace really at the moment. Like, and he's getting so much farm and he's not even hit his stride yet. He doesn't have the Necro level 3, nor does he have the Feral Impulse maxed out. So he still has a lot room to grow, a lot more damage to gain. And well, he has the Hand of Midas as well. It is on cooldown at the moment, but not for long. As he finds the first creep, he's gonna use it as well. As in the meantime, Balba, if there was an enemy ward here, he would be dead at the moment. But of course, there isn't. So he just farm up the Ancients, level 1 Necrobook, finished up on sneaking. As 1437. Oh god, he's so close. He's way too close to his Aghanim Scepter. He's just gonna get it around 20 minutes, if not sooner. He just keeps on farming up the creeps. With, of course, the Illuminate. But he's only 600 gold away from it, and if he gets it, the heals to sustain the push coming out by them. And Liquid, they don't have too much counter push. They have the Acid Spray, Ether Shock, and maybe Firefly, but Firefly, not the best ability for it, so... Actually, I mean, they really needed more from the early game, Liquid that is. They really did. At least they will have the Radiance for the split push soon enough. Balba going for the tier 1 tower bottom lane with the help of Koipa on the Alchemist. And... well, they do go for the tower now. It's taking a lot of damage, of course, which is... oh, they catch way too sexy. He gets tuned up as well. Nature's Intent is very activated. Level 3 points in Untouchable. It still goes through. So can they actually turn it around? Oh, Demon comes in. He tracks the Shadow Demon to the high ground. He should be down for sure. He actually uses the drops. Can he DP out? Nope. There's the Hex by TC. They get the kill. But look at top lane. They're just pushing in the tier 3 tower, forcing the TPs back, which is the job for Koipa at the moment. He comes back, Acid Spray, and starts farming Think Hubs. 1 point in the Grievous Greed as well, but he can't even go for mech. Who's gonna get the mech for the team? Especially as Shadow Shaman, he's going for a straight up Aghanim Scepter for more pushing power. Okay, it helps in team fights as well maybe, but still, who's gonna get the mech? They need a mech in order to fight, especially against the Illuminate. And not only does North American Rejects have the mech, now they have the Aghanim Scepter heal by the Keeper of Light. Just look at the heal. Although Demon wanted to go in, but Creep Wave back to full HP. Or does it heal? Only... oh, they use the Stampede. They will jump on Demon. They get the Hoof Stomp as well, and they don't even need the Doom. It wasn't cool nevertheless, but... oh, it's so frustrating if you're in Liquid shoes at the moment. North American Rejects, they just have all the momentum in the world. They have a lot of map control going for them. They've destroyed 2 more towers than Liquid has been able to. And Liquid, I mean, Enchantress, what does he really do? He falls off heavily, whereas Shadow Demon, the Purge will still be good in keeping heroes in place like the Alchemist. The Alchemist can't really rely at all on his right click damage. Just Acid Spray, Unstable Concoction, that's what he is at the moment. And 1437 even picks up a gem just so they can gain even more map control. And I really like teams who, if they're ahead, they just get the gem to get further ahead, just to make sure the enemy doesn't have vision, that they won't get an easy initiation maybe with the Batrider. And, well, Minister from Juno. Yeah, pointing out the obvious, but looking at the graphs, North American Rejects 5,000 and climbing in gold, whereas XP, well, 2,000, no biggie. So it's pretty annoying as, wow, well, Koipa, he went for a armlet. I guess that was the only possible solution if he had the Helm of Iron Will anyway. But still, man, I have to say, slightly shocked and surprised there, but just slightly. Really, I really think they do need the mech, and they need the pipe as well against the Illuminate, because, I mean, Keeper of Light, the one weakness early on that he has to channel it, so you can get the jump on him if he's channeling it at the time, but now he can just leave his spirit form to do it, and constant recalling of enemies. enemy, like, not enemies, teammates, of course, teammates. Coucher, man, get the grip, get your act together. But yeah, recalling them at all the time. So a hero is split pushing, you can bring them in. A hero drops low, has to TP home to reach up, you can bring them back in. I really want to see Butsu trials on him as well, just so that if he dies, he can get back in to bring other peoples in. Other peoples, man. But Aegis, it will get reclaimed in 1 minute, and they haven't done anything with it. They have the Radiance though, and Balba, he has 1k on top of that. But what can he actually go for? Does he go for Maelstrom now, for faster pushing, for a bit more teamfight, or does he just go for straight up Bastion to try to man fight the Lycan a little bit better? And Demon, he has the 4th as well. 7, 4 and 0 is his KDA. I mean, he's not doing that bad net worth wise. Still below the Keeper of the Light, as well as Brax and Korok. So I think North American Reject, especially with the Doom, with the Hand of Midas on Lycan as well, I think they're just pulling farther and farther ahead. They just have more to farm up. Oh, well, Necro level 3 finished on sneaking now. Aegis will get reclaimed, and even Fogged on the Shadow Demon has himself a 4th. He's not squishy as well because he has the bracers, has the medallion. Oh, they used Demonic Burst, they want to kill off the Spirit Bear. Hoof Stomp as well, and that's actually a huge kill. They get 300 gold for it. So that's like killing off a hero more or less. Plus, of course, they damage Balba in the process, and 120-second cooldown. But Demon, can he catch Doombringer? Do they have enough damage? But oh, Doombringer goes in with his own blink. They get the Doom onto TC. Disruption as well onto... yeah, it was Koikwa. He doesn't have the Chemical Rage. He has the Mana Leak on him. I think they're just gonna lose 2 heroes here. Korok chasing, going in. He has the War Stomp cooling off. He's trying to body block. And now, oh, Blink Hoof Stomp. It connects Double Edge to follow. And although he is pretty tanky with the Vitality booster, he still takes a fall. And Korok, double kill for him, 17 to 11. And I think Liquid, they're losing grip of this game. Well, I think they've already lost grip, but they're just falling ever deeper to the hole that North American Rejects are kind enough to dig for Liquid. And if you pick for a... Oh god! Center War under the Hoof Stomp. He doesn't get to blink close enough. Whoa. Whew, way too sexy. Even activates the Nature Attendants prematurely, because he knew it was coming. And I guess Enchantress, he's the one to build the mech for them, but he's just not farming fast enough. Yeah, and usually you want the Enchantress for early game impact, but they just didn't have any. And now Tier 2 tower is the target for North American Rejects. And where's the Lycan? Just split pushing the top lane. They have the recall at all times if necessary. He has to give himself a little bit more mana though. 1437, you can do it. And they actually go to the top lane. It's a little bit easier to spam out and spread out Liquid thin. Oh, they get the lasso! Or no? They didn't get the lasso after all. It really looked like a Demon. Just some bait tactics, has to wait for a little while. I think he thought he got himself, but I'm not too sure if Brax blinked away from it, because it really looked like the blue icon on the minimap moved really fast. Maybe it was just 4-step off his own, but I think he blinked. Whatever the case may be, Mech is now finished with way too sexy, giving them some sustain in the fights. But what is Balba actually going for? He has 2.3k in the bank, has a plate mail as well, so I guess that decides it. Assault Cuirass in the making, really good against the physical damage coming out from both the Doom as well as, well, mostly the Lycan. Who is going for the BKB? Does he have it? Nope. But a Sange is there on Brax. He's just, oh, so tanky. And if he gets the Heaven's Halberd, he's going to be even better off. And oh, sneaky plays Demon. He has the H-Turn. He finds them as well. He has vision. He gets the lasso onto the center, drags him to the low ground. They have to follow up. Either Shock Hex as well, just in case as well. He's done Fog now. He gets the disruption. There's the Soul Catcher Illuminate. It actually does connect, but just barely. Now, oh, sneaking is going man mode. He has his wolves. Doesn't have the Necro book, so can they actually catch up the Illuminate to fly? Do they have blinks? Do they have stance Liquid? They don't have the initiation. Unstable Concoction being channeled. It connects on Fog as well. They want to kill off the supports. A nice target. Nice flame break to push him back. But Alchemist, he does literally no damage. A 4-staff. The Radiance Burn will it be enough to Illuminate to heal him a little bit. Another disruption. Oh, are they digging themselves away? Korok comes in with the Mech Fogged. He is still alive. And they have to back off. The Spirit Bear, does he have the resummon? Yes, he does, but still, they don't want to fight this. Too many heroes already in the base. No Chemical Rage. It is coming off cooldown. But TC, They get the kill, War Stomp to stop the TP and Korok, and they get the Doom on way too sexy. Liquid, they hung around for too long, wanted to go for too much, but they just didn't have the blink, which is something that the Shadow Shaman is lacking. Sure, it's nice that he wants to go for a Aghanim Scepter or maybe even a casual point booster tanking him up. But I think this 1.7k, I think it is actually saving for the blink. And he does need it, he needs it badly, because looking at the graphs, it's 9,000 or so, nearing 10,000 for the side of North American Rejects, and well, the Radiant side also at a 7.5k experience in that. They find the Spirit Bear again, can they finish him up? It sure looks like it, the score stuff, it's gonna be enough. Oh man. Did Brax get the goal for it? Well, whoever got the goal for it, it's still a really good pickoff. Balba, he had to resummon, but they need more items. They need way more. Balba, okay, Assault Cuirass is really close, but Doom, he has a Shiva's card now. How are you gonna actually kill the Doom? They need the Mass Serpent Wars, they need to block somebody in, and that somebody has to be something that can't actually just kill the Mass Serpent Wars and walk out of it. But look at this, North American Rejects, they of course have the Lycan now. BKB finishes sneaking as well, just needs it to be brought out to him, and that's gonna be a Roche. They are just so far ahead. They use the Howl as well. They have so much damage, even Illuminate, just to help out a little bit. Medallion of Courage. And 1437 with the gem. Make sure that Liquid doesn't have any vision, and sneaking. Well, Lycan, usually not the best candidate for an Aegis, because if he dies within the Shapeshift, he comes back without of it, of course. I mean, level 3, it's not that long of a cooldown, but still, it can make the difference in the fight. And Assault Cuirass just finished before the fight. Maybe it will help them. Definitely helps the Spirit Bear gets the Entangling Claws with the attack speed. But Necrobook level 3 popped. They're just going in. Illuminate as well. Keeping Liquid at bay and Sleeping. Uses the Howl. Just look at this tower. It's almost down to quarter of HP before the back off. But mana, it's really low on sneaking. Are there any Arcane Boots? Tranquil Boots? Face Boots? Tranquil Boots. Oh, Lasso up onto snaking. They will kill him one, but he has the Aegis. Oh, nice force. Once again, TC doomed up. He has the buyback though, or does he? Yes, he does. He still turns around, and they might get Praxis dropped low, but Fogged just spot on with the disruption. TC buys back as well. Can he get back in though? He gets the Master Force. BKB activated by sneaking. He actually has to back off. Can they follow up somehow? Unstable Concoction. Can he get in range in somebody? Koikwa? Nope, he stuns himself. Brax still alive as well. I can't believe sneaking as well as Brax survived. But Liquid, they do defend. They lose the tier 3, but the racks are intact. That's all they need. Racks are the most important. Yeah, sure, tier 3 helps, but mid lane, it's the easiest lane to push out, as well as, of course, man. Oh, Liquid, I bet they wish they would have gotten the kill onto Brax as well as sneaking, both just escaping with less than quarter of their HP. But Liquid, they do use one back. Was it more? No, it was only one. TC buying back, and well, that buyback actually made the difference as well. The Mass Serpent Wars, yeah, sure, Lycan has the BKB, but still, he does take physical damage. Does have an Assault Cuirass on his own. Well, Heaven's Halberd is finished on Brax now. Shadow Demon getting drums, so tanking up a little bit, getting the utility items for his team. Whereas 1457, oh, he's going for an Hex, I think. Unless it's a... It actually very well might be a Lincoln Sphere, but not for himself, just to apply it on a teammate. To make sure that maybe Doom or the Lycan does not get lassoed. Actually, not that bad of a choice. Or even if it is Hex, that's definitely a strong one as well. Oh man. North American Reject, they just have so much code. Like, they have a 4-core lineup because this Keeper of Light is farming so much, and yeah, the graphs tell the story. Gold graph nearing 13,000, whereas XP did dip down a tiny bit, but still around 11,000 in the favor of North American Rejects. And well, Liquid, arguably a bit better late game, but they just don't have the items to contest the North American Rejects current lineup or current itemization as well as their levels. Although they did defend once, what's to say they can't do it again? But if they keep losing tier 3s in the pushes, even if they win the fight ever so slowly, North American Rejects, they can just whittle away at the towers, at the buildings. Maybe start with the ranged racks because they don't have regeneration, of course, and they're easier to bring down due to lower armor as well. So anyway they go, might be really strong for them, and looks like North American Rejects now. Oh, they popped the Shapeshift as well. They want to jump the gun before Liquid gets to the base. It's a smart choice. A nice Enchantress Dominate, getting the Necro Warrior, the melee one. And actually, that's one weakness of the Necrobooks, of course, against Enchantress or a Chen, who can just dominate the creeps, and of course, way too sexy, really nicely targeting out that melee warrior and taking it to himself, whereas Demon, he's on the hunt for some potential solo pickoffs, but who can he actually kill solo? Maybe the Shadow Demon, but Shadow Demon just turns it around, disrupts, maybe Demonic Purge as well, and suddenly Demon is the one dead. Oh, it's really hard for Team Liquid. I mean, they need more damage, like I said, but Alchemist is really trying to finish up the, you know, Heart of Tarask, just tank things up. He is around 2000 gold away from it, yeah, he is. If he gets the art, yeah, sure, he gets some damage as well since he is a strength hero after all, but him just being tanky, to what extent does it actually help their team? I don't think it helps them at all, almost. I mean, he doesn't dish out the damage. Yeah, sure, he can go for maybe a couple of more unstable concoctions or go for the acid sprays. Other than that, oh man, oh, it's so hard for Liquid. What's the next item gonna be for Balba though? I think he just has to go Monkey King Bar. It's a pretty nice damage output as far as items go. And the Heaven's Halberd, if the Spirit Bear can't attack, he can't do anything. Oh, Demon, he goes in, gets the lasso onto Sneaking, can't actually get the kill. A nice disruption. Folks is just so spot on. He bobs the BKB under the Mass Serpent Walls and blows up TC. And they go for Demon as well. Do they have the Demonic Purge? It actually was on cooldown, but they get Demon anyway. They use the Stampede for it. And well, with 2 heroes down, do they have buybacks? Sorting by teams. Well, yes. Or no. No, Demon he does. Demon does, as well as Koikwa does on the Alchemist. Oh man. But even if they do, there's no Mass Serpent Wards, there's no Lasso anymore, and North American rejects, they're not even just gunning down the mid lane. Going to take the tier 2 from bottom, because if they take this tier 2, they can be sure to be able to go for all 3 racks once they're inside the base, so that there won't be this tier 2 preventing them for getting the bottom racks. And well, they're going for mid lane, they're going for the split push, and that's a smart choice as well. Are there Necrobooks bottom? No, one Necrobook got dominated again, the melee racks. They don't have the glyph. It's either now or never. They lose one set of racks, range already go down. There go the melee as well, but North American rejects, they can continue. They have their ultimates too. He's tanky as all hell with the Shiva's card, with the mech, and now a Reaver on top. So working on a Heart of Tarask on his own, unless it's a Satanic, which I do highly doubt. Sneaking has his Assault Kuras finished as well. They just have too much. It's too damn much for Liquid to handle. I mean, they might be able to come back. Heaven's Halberd pick up on Alchemist. So he didn't save up for the Heart of Tarask. I think this is the better choice. Just making it so the Lycan can't right click for some time, or at least will miss for some right clicks, because even if he uses the Heaven's Halberd and Sneaking, he can just BKB out of it. Unless his BKB has already worn off during the fight. But nevertheless, that's a sheepstick finished on 1437. Man, Keeper of Light core, he just finds so much farm. Really have to say, North American rejects, they're looking strong, and well, I guess that they did deserve that #1 spot in, of course, the American TI4 qualifiers. And well, it's not like Team Liquid is bad or anything. I see it in the chat at the moment as well. It's being discussed that their draft, it's just, they don't have their own trademark or anything. Sometimes they just have strokes of brilliance. They play so well. And where's the Spirit Bear actually at? Is it split pushing? Spirit Bear? I don't see you. Oh, here it is. Split pushing, farming up the enemy jungle, and he is going for a Monkey King Bar. Has the Demon Edge, but they have to defend now. The tower is already down. They used the Stampede as well, or was it? I'm not even too sure. Yeah, it was the Stampede. And the two, they're just killing off the Spirit Bear. Spirit Bear can't escape. They used the Demonic Purge for it. And why the hell not? An unstable concoction. Demon, he got you sneaking too. They have the damage. But a nice disruption once again, folks. Just on spot. The Mass Serpent Wars came out. But Koikwa is down, as is DC. DC doesn't have buyback. Koikwa doesn't either. Well, I guess this is GG. 2 sets of racks. They're going for the third one. What can they really do, Balba? He can't man-fight sneaking. Is he going to turn around? The Dangling Claws came out. But now, there's the Hoof Stomp onto Balba. Will there be a double edge as well? There's the Soul Catcher double edge. He is pretty damn tanky, but Koro coming in with the Shiva's card, and well, Sneaking doesn't even care. He's just going for the tower, and well, this has to be GG, and it did. They score a wicked 6, and North American Rejects, they managed to execute it, managed to get the early start, and Demon, well, he goes in just to give away his life. Really well executed and played by North American Rejects. Draft wise, I have to say it was kind of even, but they just didn't get enough out of the Enchantress pick, I have to say. And since North American Rejects, they were always in control of the pace, they were the ones dictating where Liquid has to move. And 1437, really standout player for me in this game. Keeper Flight was there when necessary, nice illuminates, and early Aghanim Scepter just, oh man, so good by them. But yeah, since North American Rejects, they dictated the pace. Liquid, they didn't even have a chance to go for the push with the Mass Serpent Wards. They had to play reactionary Dota, and when you're forced into the enemy's pace, that's already a losing game almost. It's so hard to break out of that. But I guess this is it for me. I don't think I cast the final, because I do have to get some sleep. Otherwise I am just falling off during my casts, and it won't be as great quality for you guys. So I hope you do forgive me for not going for the grand finals. But of course, I hope you enjoyed as well, and if you did, be sure to follow us on Twitch, on our social media, Facebook and Twitter.com/Heflatv, just to support us and of course to know when we're going online and with what games. But this will be it for me for the day, just a few songs to finish up the night, and there will be more games on this channel, maybe Heflatv 1 at 1 AM CET, it will be JDL America. I think it's Revenge versus CMB and some other games, but you'll have to check that out later on. This will be it by me. Really do hope you enjoyed, and bye bye.